We got less than a minute. Make sure everyone, who we all got. We got Patty. Good morning, Patty. Gina. Diane. All right, it is 5:30. Georgia, Tina, Debbie. All right. We are going to get that warm-up started. We have total body extensions, fighter bounce with arm swings, and squats with that twist. Good Tuesday morning. We have our upper body AMRAP this morning. So how this is going to work, we have a little bit of cardio and core sprinkled in there as well. We have 5 different AMRAPs. Each AMRAP is going to be 4 minutes long with a 25-second transition in between each. And we have 3 exercises in each AMRAP group. So we are going to start with our first AMRAP here, starting with those squat to deadlifts. So whether you're at home, you have your bag, or here in the gym, or if you do have weights at home, this is how we're going to do it. You're going to have squat as 1, deadlift as 2. So notice how she lifts this bag up a little bit for the squat, drops it down for the deadlift. So break it into 2, that deadlift. You're tapping the wall behind you with those glutes, pulling those shoulder blades together and keeping that core tight, and you come up through the glutes on both the squat and the deadlift. Don't pull from that back. Then otherwise, you have the dumbbells. You'll hold them down on either side for the squat and then in front of your shins for the deadlift. Then we have 40 each side toe taps, or 80 total. So count whatever dominant leg you have so that you can keep that pace up nice and quick and keep track. You'll do 40 each side, and then you're going to grab your you're not going to grab weights, excuse me, sorry. You're going to get down on your backs for those sprinters. You're doing 10 each side, so getting that full range of motion, making sure you're not swinging the body. You're letting that core bring you up, bringing that opposite elbow to opposite knee, 10 each side. Then we have our second AMRAP with those 10 thrusters, 12 thrusters. You're doing 12, bringing that weight right there if you have your bag right in front of your chest, sitting those hips back just ever so slightly, and then extending through the heels, squeezing the glutes to help give you some support as you thrust those weights overhead. You can also do a kickstand. Notice how she's still doing that thruster. We just have that leg back to give you a little bit of relief on that lower back there. And then obviously you can take out that little thrust entirely if you need to in the lower body and just focus on the press. Then we have our 12 each side lateral step outs. So just as if you have that box, she's planting her foot and then lifting it and switching. Her hips are back just a little bit. Her chest is up, and she has a slight bend in that knee. So think of lift, plant, and reach. Lift, plant, and reach. And make sure you're really focusing on, think of staying on a box as if it was there. 12 each side of those, and then we have 12 regular rows. So you're in a bent over position here, flat back, slight bend in the knees, and she's squeezing through the shoulder blades, driving those elbows up nice and high past her back. Otherwise, with the weights, it's the same motion. You just now have 2 dumbbells. If you do have dumbbells, you can also do piston rows here in the gym or at home if you have them. But same position, keeping that back nice and flat. One elbow goes up nice and high past the back. The other one, as you release it, think of punching a hole into the ground, but don't let those shoulders rock and rotate. Keep them stable. Then we have our third AMRAP, starting with those standing laying pull downs. This one, you're going to either have that towel at home or a resistant band, and you're keeping that tension in that band at all times. Squeeze as you pull down and pull and as you push it back up. She's shaking both directions, and you want to have those wrists just slightly wider than the shoulders. Don't keep them in line with the shoulders, and don't keep them too wide where you're flaring out almost into a T. So, and then otherwise you can lay on down, keeping your feet on the ground. Same motion in the upper body. You're just now laying down. Then we have our 40 jump ropes. So you're going to grab a rope, or you can do those ghost jumps if you don't have them. 40 total, nice and light on the feet. Engage that core. You can get fancy with that footwork if you want. Then we have 10 plank jacks. You're going to get down. You can either do a high plank. Don't let those hips bounce. You can do a low plank on the elbows. You can also tap the foot out on each side, but 10 total. And then same thing if you want to do walk it out on the high plank. Then we have our fourth AMRAP here with our reverse lunge curls. So you have that bag, you're stepping back, keeping those elbows tucked, shoulders back, curling at the bottom of the lunge. You can also take the lunge out and just focus on that upper body if you would like to as well. Same thing with those dumbbells. You just have them on either side of your body, curling at the bottom. You can take out that lunge and just focus on the bicep curl. Then we have our total body extensions for that cardio, nice and quick, keeping that chest up, reaching down for the toes, extending all the way up to the top. Make sure you're getting that range of motion in a quick pace. Then we have our 12 overhead tricep extensions with the weight or the bag, keeping those elbows directed forward, extending through the elbows, squeezing the triceps. Make sure you don't see the weight. It just goes straight up overhead. You can also do that kickstand. Remember to relieve that back. Same thing with the bag. You just now have a different type of weight there. Or you have our skull crushers laying on your back. Remember, keep your core engaged, knees over your ankles, and you're lowering the weights down on either side of your temples, extending through the elbows, squeezing the triceps. Same motion, you're just now on the ground. And then same thing with that bag. You can drive it down to the crown of your head and extend up. Then we have our fifth and final here, starting with that front or lateral raise. So if you have a bag at home, you can do these, as Teresa showing, just doing 12 total front raises, bringing it up shoulder height. And then the second time around, you can go ahead and alternate doing those laterals, alternating that bag. That arm should still go with the other arm, and you're still making that fist. You're just swinging the bag back and forth. 12 total, and then you have your weights. Then you'll do those 1 front raise, 2 lateral, 3, and so forth, bringing it shoulder height. Then we have 40 total fast feet. 1 full pass is 1, so front, front, back, back, 1, 2, all the way up to 40, and then you're going down onto your backs, 10 each side for those scissors. Flex those ankles, so think of driving those toes down to your face, turning the heels up towards the ceiling, fighting to keep those legs straight and engage that core. If you're going to lift your head up, make sure you don't strain that neck. Keep that tension in those abdominal muscles. All right, you guys, we're going to get started here. Tuesday, that first of 5 AMRAPs, starting with the squat to deadlift. Remember, squat is 1, deadlift is 2. Here we go in 3, 2, 1. Tuesday, upper body. All right, guys. I know you all brought it yesterday with that killer workout. Today's another killer one, and I want you to bring everything you got. Focus on your form. On these deadlifts, pull those shoulder blades together. Think of pushing your chest out towards the ground there. Stay with it. Remember, you're going at your own pace, but do challenge yourself. Rise up to that challenge. Don't give in to complacency. I want you to go after your ambitions. Stay with it, because these exercises, once you're in them, you don't get to come back to them. So make it count nice and quick on those toe taps, you guys at home, here in the gym. You don't have a lot of cardio today, so you want to make it count. Getting that full range of motion on these sprinters. Keep those shoulder blades pulled back. There you go. Don't round the shoulders to reach for that knee. Let the core pull that whole upper body up to that knee. After those 10 each side, sprinters, you're going back to that squat to deadlift. Remember, start out as heavy as you can. Lighten that load as you get further if you need to. Remember, keeping your chest up like Teresa on those squats. Remember, on those deadlifts too, don't come up so fast that you pull up from your back. Squeeze the glutes. And let that, think of your hips as a hinge. You come up from the glutes, from those hips. Nice and quick on those toe taps. I love it. Very nice on these deadlifts here in the gym. And those squats. Keep it coming. Very nice. You guys have under 2 minutes. You are more than halfway to your first break. Woo! Kicking up dust on these toe taps. How are we doing at home? Nice and quick, you guys. Remember, challenge yourselves. Ask yourself as you're working out, what needs to change in my actions and inside of me in order to get the change that I'm after? Also, remind yourself of that why. That why is that change that you are after? What are you after and why? Why are you here? Heading into that final 60 seconds. And then you're down your first AMRAP. Keep it coming. Getting nice and deep still in those squats. Teresa's getting those quads and hamstrings parallel with the ground. Keep pulling yourself up from that core on those sprinters. And I want to see speed on those toe taps. You guys have 35 seconds. Don't slow down now, guys. Keep that pace up. You're only cheating yourself when you half commit, or when you cut corners, or when you don't fully pull through on your form. You're only hurting yourself. I'd rather see less reps and beautiful form than super speed and sloppy form. Pull those shoulder blades together on those squats and those deadlifts. We have 5 seconds. You are not going to stop when you hear that 3, 2, 1. You're going to keep going all the way. There we go. All right, guys, 1 AMRAP down. We now have 20 seconds of rest. We're going into our second AMRAP. We have our 12 thrusters, 12 each side lateral step outs, and our 12 regular rows or 12 each side piston rows if you have weights. We have 5 seconds. Get ready at home. Get ready in the gym. 2, 1, let's go with those thrusters. So remember, do not let those knees go forward. Teresa's hips are going back. She's slight bend in those knees. Core is engaged. Her chest is up. Now she has her foot back for that kickstand if you need to relieve that back. But engage that core, you guys. It's your best friend. It's your support. Exhale as you thrust those weights up. And then on those lateral step outs, plant that foot. All right, nice flat backs. Don't let that neck jut and that chin jut out. Keep your neck nice and neutral in line with the rest of your spine. Slight bend in those knees. Think of tapping the wall behind you with those glutes. Right. Keep hustling, engaging that core. Remember, send those hips back. Good job, you guys. I see you guys thinking about your form. Stay with it. Don't focus on speed if it's going to compensate your form. Focus on form first. Remember, on those piston rows, don't let those shoulders rotate. Keep your shoulders stable. It's just one arm row at a time. The other one punches down, but it should not pull your shoulder down out of alignment. Awesome job. Keep that back nice and flat on those weights. You guys have under 2 minutes. Keep setting those goals. Strive high. You have 1 minute and 40 seconds on that clock. You're just about at that 90-second mark. I want you to think about how much time you have and then aim high for a goal here in these rounds. How many times do you want, where do you want to be at the end of that timer? Remember, you're going to hear that guy's voice and you are not going to stop early. You are going to go until I say stop. Good, Kristen. Very nice, Carrie. Good. Good, Missy. Good, you guys. Very nice. At home, I'm coming to see you. You got a minute on that clock, everyone. Look at that My Zone board. You guys are doing awesome. Keep it up. At home, I see you. A lot of you doing those pistons. Very nice. Got those weights. I love it. 45 seconds. Stay with it. Just because now you're feeling that adrenaline pumping from the timer winding down, do not let that form get sloppy. Form, form, form. Think about it. You control your reps. You control your muscles. You control your form. You have 20 seconds left. What are you going to do with it? It is only up to you. There we go. There we go. Drive it home. 10 seconds is all yours. Finish strong. No stopping. Keep that back nice and flat. Get that last rep. Beautiful. All right. We are down to AMRAPs. Get ready, guys. We're going into that third AMRAP. This one, you don't have weights. Either at home you have your towel or a resistant band. We're starting with those standing and laying pull downs. Then we have our jump rope and plank jacks. Here we go. We have 8 seconds. In 5, 3, 2, 1. Get ready. So notice how Teresa here, she's in a Y position. Her wrists are just slightly open past her shoulders. She has tension in that band, both as she's going down and as she's releasing. She's not releasing the tension. She's just straightening and releasing her elbows and the tension from her shoulders. But keep it up. You have 12 of those, and then you're going to 40 jump ropes. And then you're going down either on your elbows or up into a high plank for those plank jacks. There we go. I love the speed there on these ropes. Engage that core. Stay light on the balls of the feet. And once you get to these plank jacks at home, notice how Teresa's hips, they are not bouncing and bobbing nice and high. She's keeping them nice and tight, locked in. Think of here's her shoulders, here's her hips. They're not bouncing. Lock it in with that core and keep those shoulders over those wrists. Good, Stacy, very good on those plank jacks. Good. Good, think of pulling through those shoulder blades. There you go. Remember on those pull downs, whether you have your towel or your band. Okay. Guys, stay with it. How we doing at home? Nice ghost jumps there, Gina. Oh, we got some resistant bands. Very nice, nice. Keep those ropes coming. Tina, Debbie, good job. Diane on those pull downs. I see you guys. Nice work at home. Keep it up. You guys are halfway. We got 2 minutes. I know your body's burning. You're fatiguing out those muscles. But fight through it. Remind yourself of how hard you worked yesterday and how awesome it felt to know that you accomplished that. You're going to feel the same after today, you guys. You are into your 90-second mark here. Remember, once again, just like last time, don't let the timer, as it's winding down, cause that adrenaline to cause you to fumble. Stay on it. Stay on your form. Think about the moves. Remember on those pull downs, don't let your elbows go back. They go straight down into your sides like you're making an arc with that rainbow. Stay with it. Engage that core. Protect that back. If you need to do that kickstand, you can do that kickstand. If you want to go down to the ground, you can go down to the ground. You don't have to stand on those. Remember, don't do them really fast at home. Pull. The more control, the more resistance that you can cause in that upper body, the better. I know it's going to burn, but it's going to work that much more, you guys. Stay with it. You have 35 seconds before we get that next break. We only have 2 more AMRAPs. Keep those hips nice and low with those shoulders. Think about where you are. You have 20 seconds left to use to your advantage. All right. Come on, get aggressive with those reps. You have 10 seconds. We're down to 8. All the way to that beep. Do not stop early. Not today. 2, 1, and that is time. All right, you got 25 seconds. Get ready. Our next AMRAP, we're starting with those 12 total reverse lunges at home. I'm going to tell you your word of the day. Listen up. Your word of the day is obstacles. Obstacles. They are our best friend because they push us, they challenge us, they motivate us to get to that next level. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Starting with those reverse lunge bicep curls. 12 total. Remember, don't flare those elbows at home. Just like Teresa, you're keeping them tucked to your sides, shoulder blades pulled back. So if you're doing that bicep curl with a twist, don't let it cause your elbows to turn out. The twist is just rotating the forearm and the wrist out. Just turn those palms towards you. Then you have those 12 total body extensions, nice and quick. Remember, they are not warm-up style, and you're getting that full range of motion. If you want to add that hop, you can, but focus on your form. And if you're doing the deadlift, don't round those shoulders. Or if you're doing the total body version, the normal version, pull those shoulder blades together and keep that chest up. Watch those elbows here on those overhead. Good. Good. Remember, you don't want to see that weight. Keep it right up overhead. Extend through those triceps. Good. You can do that kickstand if you need to help support you on that lower back, but engage that core, you guys. Extend all the way up. Good. Very nice. Nice focus. Good. All right. Good. Keeping those shoulders very nice. Squeeze those biceps, you guys. I love that I'm seeing you guys commit to those lunges with that bicep curl. You came to work. If you do need to relieve those legs or that lower body for a moment, you can focus on the bicep curls if it's slowing you down, but I'm loving this. You guys are halfway with AMRAP number 4. You have 2 minutes. Remember, exhale as you curl. Exhale as you drive that weight up in that overhead. Exhale as you reach and jump or extend off the balls of the feet in that total body. Stay with it. You have under 90 seconds. How we doing at home? Watch those elbows on those overheads. Engage that core. Keep your chest up if you're doing the regular total bodies. You're doing the deadlift. Keep your back nice and flat. We got 60 seconds. Don't let those elbows flare out on those bicep curls. Nice job, guys. Lock it in. Lock in that form. Keep that laser focus. We have one more AMRAP after this. You have 45 seconds left of these 3 moves. Focus on that form. That burn, those weights, the fatigue, those are obstacles, but we don't give in to the obstacles. We find our way to bust through them and use them to our advantage. Obstacles are good because that's how we grow. We reach new distance, new height. Stretching ourselves. That's it. We got 10 seconds on that clock. Do not stop now. You're going all the way until I say stop. Give me a couple more reps. Get that last one and time. Awesome job, guys. All right, last 25-second rest here. We are heading into our last AMRAP, guys. Number 5, we got that front to lateral raise. If you guys are using weights, you can at home, you can just do them like how normal, 1, 2. Otherwise, break it down, do all 12 with the bag, like Teresa's going to show here in a moment, and then you'll do all 12 with the sides. Here we go. Make sure you're engaging that core. Don't lock the elbows either. You're going to cut off oxygen, as well as you're going to put a lot of strain on those joints. You want to keep a very soft bend in those elbows. Engage the core to protect that lower back. And focus on the shoulders squeezing as you raise those weights up, out in front and out to the side. Good job, you guys. Remember, front is 1, side is 2. Then you add those 40 total fast feet. Everyone's on those now. I love it. Forward, forward, back, back is 1, all the way up to 40. You might be here a little bit longer. That's okay. I want you to focus on as fast as you can go here. Good job, you guys. Remember, nice and controlled on those front raises and those lateral raises. Then we have 10 each side of those big scissors. So once again, flex that foot. Think of pressing the sole of your shoe up to the ceiling and extend that leg. Think of extending those legs nice and straight. And they're switching. They alternate. They don't ever meet side by side. So flex those feet all times. There you go. Yep. You're driving that heel up to the ceiling. Those legs are straight. Fight to keep those knees as straight as you can. Now Teresa's showing you, since she has the bag, now she did her 12 front raises. Now she's on those 12 laterals, alternating with that bag. You'll do 6 each side if you're doing it that way. Remember, you exhale as you raise those weights. Engage that core. Keep your chest nice and open, shoulder blades pulled together. If you need to do that kickstand, you can kick that leg back. That'll help give a little support, extra support for your back. You guys are under halfway. This is it, guys. You have less than 2 minutes of your workout, and you are done. Nice and quick on those fast feet. You have very little opportunity left to make this workout what you want. You choose what you do with that 90 seconds on the clock. Not me, not the person next to you, not Teresa, none of your coaches. It's you and only you. Be honest with yourself. Am I giving my best or am I cutting corners? And if you're cutting corners, accept it and pivot. Don't get mad at yourself and down on yourself. Change directions and let it go and make up for it. You got it, guys. You have 60 seconds. Flex those feet on those scissors. There you go at all times. Fight to keep those legs straight. That's it. We have under a minute on that clock. Flex those feet on those big scissors. I'm watching you. You got 45. I want you to think about where you are right now in this AMRAP and where you want to be in the next 40 seconds. Do your best to get there. Slam on that gas. It's all or nothing right here. You got it. You got it. At home, here we go. You got 22 seconds. Everything you got on those fast feet, move it. Teresa's getting fancy. She's going lateral and forward and back, making her mind think, waking herself up. You got 10. No stopping. You're going all the way. Give me 3 more reps of whatever you're on. Give me 1 more rep. And time. All right. Let's get you stretched out. You guys are going to go into that side child's pose there like Teresa. You're sitting back on those heels, and then you reach your arms out to one side. Nice work, you guys. If you want an added stretch, you can cross that right arm over the left if you're reaching out to the left side. Take a deep breath as you exhale. Sink into that stretch a little bit deeper. And then go ahead and switch sides. So tomorrow at home, my Zoomers, you guys are going to want a weighted object. So make sure you have that with you tomorrow. Then go ahead and come out of that side child's pose just like Teresa, reaching those arms back. One hand is grabbing one wrist, and you're reaching, pulling those shoulder blades together, reaching towards the wall behind you, opening up. Think of pushing that chest out And then when you're ready, go ahead and switch sides. And then last but not least, we have that July Fit Body charity, the Humane Society International. If you check in every 25, we provide 15 minutes of funding to the staff to combat that animal cruelty and support the animal rescue fight. Awesome job here in the gym. Awesome job at home. Again, your word of the day is obstacles. Nice work. I'm going to stop recording. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you.